This is the fabric that just keeps on giving. I made a skirt out of it back in May for my mom, and I had about 4 yards left. So now I'm shifting gears and making a tunic style dress for myself. And I'm probably still gonna have some more left. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kyla, and I make custom designs, do pattern hacks, home decorating, and a whole lot more. This is a fabric that keeps on giving. You probably remember me making a skirt for my mom back in May out of this African print that I got from Amazon, and it was 6 yards total. I only used about 2 yards to make her skirt, so I've still got about 4 yards or so left. And I decided that I liked it so much that I'm gonna make a shift dress for myself. I'm using one of my patterns that's actually a tunic pattern that I'm just gonna tweak a little bit to turn it into a shift style dress. Should be quick and easy. Let's get started. So I want to combine the neckline of view A, B, and C with view F that has no sleeves. I'll close the sides because they have an open here, and then just extend it down about maybe 5 or 6 more inches. I want to give myself a nice deep hem because this fabric is really lightweight and I want it just to lay well. Luckily, I have the length of the tunic on my side, so there's not much that I have to add to it to achieve the look that I want. This pattern is from 2005. Wow. And I bought it from Hancock Fabrics that was in Pontiac, Michigan, and they even put their little stamp on it. I think they did that just in case people tried to return patterns to other stores without a receipt. I don't know. That's just my guess, but yep, it's got their stamp on it. I'm telling you, I can hang on to some patterns. It's easier for me just to outline facing pieces that are oddly shaped like this, and then just cut where I've made my markings. All right, I've got my pieces cut out. This is piece number 1 that's cut on the fold. And here's my extra about 5 inches that I left at the bottom here, just to give me a little bit of extra room, leeway for the hem. So there's piece number 1. Piece number 2. And these are both cut on the fold. Piece number 3, that's the neckline facing. And here's my fusible lightweight interfacing cut as well. So I've got that ready to go. And then lastly, I have the back facing for the back of the dress. And this has the fusible interfacing cut out as well. I also transferred my markings for the cut opening front of the facing onto my outer fabric. So I've got my lines set there, and then I also have the dart on the front of both sides transferred as well. Alright, now I can move on to pressing the fusible interfacing to the back of my facing for the back side and for the front side. Now that I have the interfacing attached to the back of both my pieces of the facing, I'm going to go about pinning it in place at the shoulders, stitching it, and then placing it on my garment. Okay, I've got my facing connected and I finished off my edges all around, and now I can pin it in place to the neckline on the garment. Okay, I've got the collar attached, and now I can cut it at the slash marking down the front, give it a good press, and an understitch along with a top stitch around the entire neckline. Now that I've got the collar done and finished off, I don't know if I want to do top stitching. I kind of like it just as is. So, I don't know. I might test out a small piece to see if I like it and go from there. But it's coming along. All I have to do is connect the sides, finish off the armholes with seam binding tape, and then hem the bottom. Easy breezy. Now that I've got my neckline done, I can pin the sides and finish off with a French seam on both sides. Alright, I can finish up my armholes by attaching this single fold bias tape, and I'm just going to pin it around the entire armhole and stitch in this crease that I've pressed open here. You'll leave the one side folded because that will be on the inside to finish off the armhole. Now that I have the seam binding stitched in place, I can fold it over, give it a press, fold it one more time, and then top stitch. And then it'll be on to the hem. Making this dress was so quick and easy, and it's going to be comfortable to get me through these next couple of hot months or so that we have here, because in Michigan, we can't wait for the summer to get here, but now the summers are so searing hot with such high humidity and such poor air quality that I really don't like them anymore. They're not the same as when I was a little girl. They're never going to be the same. And we just pretty much spend most of our time inside trying to stay cool and trying to be able to breathe than being outside and enjoying it. But definitely having a dress like this, being that it's A-line, there's no buttons, no zipper, no elastic, it just pulls over, will be definitely comfort to get me through July and August and maybe even September, because our summer might linger a little bit longer than we expect. So even though the pattern that I use is discontinued, I did find some online that I'll put in the description box below, because having a tunic top is definitely something that everybody needs to have in their stash. It's comfortable and easy to make. And whether you're in the South or whether you're in the North, East or West, in the summertime, a tunic top or a tunic style dress just feels really good. Well, that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's content, please give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.